Hello and a really big warm welcome to this presentation from the Urban Penguin. My name is Andrew Mallett and I'm really happy to bring you this video where we go through and take a look at what happens when we try and write to a file that we needed to elevate privileges with, but we forgot. Now come on, we've all done it. We all know that we've done it. Now of course we can choose just to jump out and not save our changes, but if we have got the ability to elevate our privileges using Vim, we can elevate inside of Vim. Come on, let me show you. And here we are then at our glorious command line. So let's go through and see what happens when I go through and run vim/etc/hosts. Now we know we should have elevated our privileges when we went in here, and it does warn me that it's read only, but I'm just so excited to be able to edit my file, I'm not paying attention. So I might go then to the end of the file, insert a new line. Again, it's given me a brief warning, but if I wasn't really paying attention, I might not notice. So I can then go through and put 8.8.8, and we can put, let's say, Google DNS in here. And then, of course, I go through and try and write, and then it's telling me about its read-only. Now, I can try and force it, but that's not going to work, is it? So what I'm going to do is go escape and colon, look at my left-hand bottom of the screen. We want to, of course, be able to write, but we're going to write to a command. So we use sudo and T. Now we know T will write to the screen, but also will write to the file. We don't really want it to write to the screen, so we can tell it to go to dev null, and then the current document, the percentage the current document. As I go through then and hit enter, it then tells me, well, look, the file was changed underneath, so I can then go through and reload the file and enter to continue. So just hit the L and then enter to continue, and we're up and running. So I can now go through and hit escape, colon, and exit. So I have made those changes, and I can go through and see that those changes have been made. We've added the Google DNS, and of course I didn't use sudo and vim to go in. Now, of course, I know what you're saying. I'm never going to remember this. So this is where we need our shortcuts. So if I go through then and vim.vimrc, this is in my home directory. I can go to the bottom and then insert a new line. And we're going to add in then for our command cnoremap. So the command mode is when we're at the colon prompt and we just want to remap this command. We can specify that we can use, say, W and equals, so long as the keystrokes are not being used by anything else. And then we can use write and sudo. Try and get that spelled correctly. Sending our information to the T command, to dev null, and then the current document. With that in place, I can go through and save it. Let's just write for the moment, give you a time to see that on the screen. And then I can go through and quit. Now, if I go back and edit my hosts file, we can see there that it's the stage where we left it. Let's go through and use vim and escape and dot to bring up my last argument. Of course, it's read only again. I can move to the Google line. I can try and delete it. It's telling me that I'm changing a read only file. But now all I need to do is not worry about the command itself. Just then my escape, colon, W and equals. That expands then to my command. And I can then hit enter and then load and enter again. And then I'm ready to quit out. Now, of course, the easiest is going to be make sure that you elevate your privileges before you go in. But I think we have all done it. And especially if you've written quite a lot, you don't really want to lose those changes. This then becomes a really easy way that we can go through and maintain our changes whilst elevating inside of Vim.
All that is left to say is thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed this, then you are probably sadder than I first thought. For more of this drivel, please subscribe, like and comment to @TheUrbanPenguin.